The opposition leader accusing the 1 billion kina loan of direct budget funding from Australia had strings attached.
My question without notice is in relation to the 1 billion kina loan from Australia, with strings attached.
Namah went on to accuse that the Prime Minister was compromising the country's sovereignty and that he was against his own statement to not add on to the country's existing debt.
This arrangement and the secrecy involved is a reversion to colonialism and the handout mentality that this government says it is against. Governments have to borrow to build infrastructure, but this must be done in a way that does not undermine our sovereignty as a nation, and a country must stand on its own 2 feet.
Namah finished off his question without notice, asking if the loan would affect the debt to GDP ratio.
This new borrowing increased the nation's debt to GDP. Will this new borrowing increase the nation's debt to GDP ratio above 35%? And number 4, Mr. Prime Minister, don't you think that you are now leading our nation into the slaughterhouse?
The Prime Minister, James Marape, responded saying his government had inherited the problems of the O'Neill government, who had borrowed nearly past the 45% allowed ratio. The Prime Minister went on to then praise the Australian government for providing the country with a loan that has never been facilitated by Australia to any other country before.
Huge commendation and appreciation must go to the Australian government, led by Prime Minister Scott Morrison, their government, and the people of Australia. Unheard before, never done before, unprecedented.
Marape then also clarified that his government was taking care of the country's debt.
International benchmarking economists, organizations, banks, they have confidence that we are in the right path, going towards ensuring that sometimes after medium term, by then, a couple of things will take place. We have met our target of retiring our debt and cascading back down to what is now lifted to a ceiling of 45%. By the amendment that took place, we would have hit 40% around 2025, and by the time we end the next decade, coming back to 35%.
The Shadow Treasurer, Joseph Lelang, then followed with a supplementary question, questioning the repayment method.
The loan going to be fully repaid in terms of its principal plus interest? Is it 12 months? And with a lot of major projects, resource projects slowing down or stalling, where is PNG going to get the money from to pay? Is PNG in a position to repay that loan within 12 months?
The Prime Minister responded that the repayment would be within a year at a 2.5 interest rate.
2.57%. It's a one-year facility to help us retire 2019 budgeting. As a bridging facility we're anchoring on for next year's program. And that will be refinanced. And the refinancing is part of next year's document going on. And so, as I said, this is nothing sinister, nothing fishy, nothing secret.
Adelaide Sirks Kari, National, MTV News.